Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is Tennessee State University's football program 2010. And we're fortunate to have with us to talk about the football program at Tennessee State University for the upcoming year, the head coach of the Tennessee State University Tigers, Coach RReed. And of course, Coach, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you very much.
And to tell you how delighted we are to have you with us, Coach. I think that most of our viewers will recall that over the last many years, and when we say many years, we're talking about decades, that we've had an opportunity to talk about a whole variety of things with almost every football coach at Tennessee State University, with the exception of Coach John Merritt. We were unable to interview Coach Merritt, but he's the only person that we've missed, and we've had the privilege of being able to do so because it gives us an opportunity to introduce you to ourselves as well as to our audience. And so let's start off by having you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that were eventually important in bringing you to Tennessee State University, and then we'll talk about some of the other things dealing with you and your career.
Well, let me start off by thanking you for having me on your show. I was very gracious of you to have me here, and I really appreciate it. I'm really just an old country boy from Marshall, Texas. That's in East Texas. It's about 146 miles east of Dallas and about 38 miles west of Shreveport, Louisiana, so we're right there on the Louisiana border. As a young child, I was kind of raised on Tennessee State football because my dad was actually John Merritt's first All-American here at Tennessee State University. So Tennessee State football is not new to me. You know, coming up through high school, I played several sports, but football was the thing that caught the coaches' eye here at Tennessee State, and caught a couple of more coaches' eyes. But my father at that point wasn't willing to yield to anybody but Tennessee State. Every time I got ready to go on a recruiting visit somewhere, one of the coaches from Tennessee State called, asked me where I was going, and kind of spoiled that for me. But I was educated in Marshall, Texas, St. Joseph Elementary School. Ended up going to the middle schools there and graduating from Marshall High School. After high school, I did attend Tennessee State University on a football athletic scholarship. And I was really thankful to get that. I mean, because, you know, coming from you know, a small town, it wasn't real common for a guy to get a football scholarship and go off to school and be able to get an education. After arriving here at Tennessee State University, I played, you know, as a freshman. I was a red shirt, and then I ended up playing, you know, as about a 3.5, 4-year starter here. And I played under Bill Thomas. I was actually recruited in the era of John Merritt. As we all know, Coach Merritt passed in '83, and Coach Thomas took over in '84. And Craig Gillum at that time was my defensive coordinator here. Bill Thomas was the head coach. And him and my dad had played together, so that had something to do with me getting here. It was really a blessing, and I got an opportunity to come in and play at an early age, and ended up doing pretty good here. I'm an all-time leading tackler at the school. I joke with my recruits all the time, you know, if you're going to come in and play linebacker, one thing you'll never do is break the tackle record.
Okay, good.
Because I tell them I'm going to pull them out of the game. But no, I ended up playing, and it served me well. And after graduation, I started coaching football out in Texas at Prairie View A&M University while working on my master's degree. And after Prairie View, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I went to Bethune-Cookman College. It's now Bethune-Cookman University. I went there and I coached for 4 years, and then I coached 3 years of high school football at Seabreeze High School. And at that time, East Texas Baptist University started a football program out in Marshall, Texas, and it just so happened that my old high school coach was the head coach there, and I felt like it was an opportunity for me to get closer to my parents and the rest of my family. So we moved back out to Texas for a couple of years, and I worked at East Texas from 2000 up until I took the job as defensive coordinator in 2003 here at Tennessee State University.
And so you've been connected in a real sense to Tennessee State University almost from the very, very beginning.
Absolutely, yes, I have.
Very good, and I think that we're getting ready for our first commercial break, Coach. And when we come back, we'll allow you to talk about some other aspects in terms of coming to Tennessee State University as the head coach and some of the other things that has something to do with it. I think we've got about 15 seconds to go with. That's what we want to do during that second segment.
Sure.
Talk about some of the more important aspects of that. And of course, we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.